welcome back to Desiree Budgets. In today's video, we're going to be doing a savings challenge with this money, and there is a challenge that I really want to finish, and let me just bring it out to show it to you. It's Sink My Boat. I only have this number that I need to hit, and I need to get either a 3 or a 4 or 4 or 3. So that's the tricky part. And if I don't hit it, I need to collect whatever else I did hit. So that's going to be one of the challenges that I'm going to save towards the end, because whatever money is left over from me doing all the other challenges, I will use that money for this challenge that I'm really eager to just go ahead and finish. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with the butterfly savings challenge, and I organized these by order so I know exactly what challenge comes next. And I'm going to be stuffing low amounts. Oh, let's count how much money I have actually. I almost forgot to do that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. So I have 180 plus. Regardless, I hope you are all doing super well. I definitely am. I came from a doctor's appointment, but a little bit more on that later. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And this is just an interesting appointment. So let's add that 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For a total of $321. So with that, we can now start and do this challenge right over here. And the next one would be this 14, but I'm actually going to go ahead and let's see, which one should I collect? Let's do, I don't know if I should use my ones, so I could do a 5 and a 6, or I could just do this $10 bill. I'm gonna choose to do this 10 right here. So what color should I color this hanker? Let's see, this one will do nicely. Ooh, and let me make sure you're able to see. That should be good enough. But I went to the doctor's, and because I'm pregnant, I had to do this lab work of blood, and they took out 9 vials of blood for a whole assortment of things, which I'm quite not sure about. But I also did the glucose test, and oh, do I have a lot to say about that. Should I color the backpack a different color? Let's do that. Let's color the backpack. Let's do this type of purple. Stick with the theme today. Maybe that will be the theme, purple today. All right, so with that, let me go ahead and do a 10 here. Sweet, ooh, nice. And the next challenge is going to be Wild for Savings. So let me put this one away. So Wild for Savings, I usually choose a card from here. Let's see which one comes up. 5, okay. At least it's not a single. So I'm going to grab a marker. I've been doing black because this is a marker that seems to stick on here, and it was red. So let's do this 5 red. And this one has its own little envelope. Okay. I was getting scared about the glucose test because I had seen so many stories on Instagram of women taking the glucose test and feeling just horrid afterwards, and seeing that many didn't adjust quite right to the drink. So I was really fearful of taking it, and when I got there, I'm just gonna stuff a 20 here. When I got there, I tasted the drink and it tasted like lemonade. The taste wasn't awful at all. I was able to easily drink that. It took me time because it was like a little bottle. So it took me a while, but it wasn't bad at all having to drink it. And I was hearing stories that some women throw up, they just feel awful towards the end, and I freaked out really going into it, but it wasn't so bad. And then because the drink wasn't so bad, I was still scared and thinking, oh no, what if just maybe I won't feel it until later, it's gonna hit me later. But luckily, oh, and then you fast. You can't eat, drink anything. Because I was doing the panel of the lab work, I had to go in on an empty stomach, and then I had to take the drink and wait a whole entire hour, and then again get tested for that. And so it was just a whole morning of not being able to eat. Let me take out the next challenge, Alice in Wonderland. This is such a beautiful challenge. Oh, I forgot that I was still zoomed in. I hope I wasn't there for too long where you guys were wondering, what is she doing? So I was there without eating for quite a while, and then finally I was able to go and get some fettuccine alfredo, which was delicious. I get it from this one particular place. And oops, okay, I guess I'm gonna do 5. We could do, oh no, we've done blue already. Let's do the screen. Okay, so 5. And okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're stuffing 6. Yay. I was just waiting to feel sick, but I never did. I ate my food very calmly, but hungry, with some amazing bread that they serve there. And I never once felt awful, other than the food coma from eating all that fettuccine, which was definitely worth it. But other than that, I felt amazing, which was quite the relief after seeing all those stories on Instagram that just kind of, I scared myself. I'll just say I just scared myself. And you know, not everyone's experience is the same, so I'm glad that for me, I didn't have to go through that malaise of feeling the effect of that drink after. Let's see, I left off at the tap water. So if I roll, I get a 2, 1, 2, and I go to jail. Okay. So let me see, $10 right here. Yay, we started the second row. That's nice. I seem to have dropped something. Let me pick this up. Oh no. Okay, so I'm collecting $10 for this challenge for Savopoly. Okay, here we go. And this is one of those challenges where you also end up collecting a lot of money without really knowing it, because there's a bunch of 30s and 20s in here that just surprise you towards the end once they build up. So next up is travel savings. And here for travel savings, they're usually big amounts. So I see a few 20s. I'm wondering if there's anything lower than a 20, which there doesn't seem to be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and color in for this 20 while I use this towards the bottom. And now which 20? I'll just do this 20 right here. And because it's so small, I'll go ahead and color it in fully. All right, because as you can see, these are bigger, and so I just kind of threw in lines for this one. So for travel savings goal, I've collected 200s here, and I'm doing a 20 this time around. So you could see all my 100 bills here for travel savings. And that's actually another one that I'm going to end up finishing before I leave to Italy. But right now I'm trying to stick to this one goal, to this one savings challenge, and just finishing that one. The next one is a cruise fund. And I like this one because it's also very, very colorful. And for this one, I can either stuff $2 or do a 5. I have a few 5s. I still have ones left actually. So let me go ahead and do a 2. I usually do these lower amounts when I'm a little bit strapped for cash. So that's cruise fund. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff 1, 2. All right. Next one is sink my boat. Okay, so sink my boat is this one, the one that I need the 17. But I'm gonna go ahead and place this one off to the side because I wanna do this one towards the end. So the next one would be shut the box. And where is shut the box? Right over here. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully we get a low amount. Okay, so this is 8. Uh, 7. Can I get a 9? 12. So let's do 9 and a 3. 6. All right. 8. So 5, 7, 8. Can I get a 4? No, I knew I was gonna end up stuffing $4. Okay. The question is, do I have enough? 1, 2, 3. I don't have enough for $4, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff a 5. Ooh, 5, not $10. A simple 5 for shut the box here. And it's gonna be the first, no, it won't be the first 5. I have quite a bit right here. Awesome. Okay, next one is going to be Plinko. And I like Plinko because they're 5s. I don't have to spend any 1s at all. So 6 is already colored in. My goal for this challenge is to have every single one colored in. And it's a good day when I haven't colored one in. 3. For example, like now, I haven't done 3. Use this side, and then I'm gonna end up collecting 4. So I'm collecting $5 for this challenge, and luckily I was able to do 1. I wish I could do many. Like for example, with these orange ones, I just kept hitting orange. But it looks like today I'm only doing 1. And I got $5 for that. For Plinko. Oh, is it a 10? This 10 goes up here. Okay, let's put this 5 in. All right, looks like we're moving along nicely. Princess Savings is a challenge that uses a lot of money. And I don't think I have low amounts. The lowest one I have is what, a 50. Do I have anything lower than a 50? I don't think so. 20, 40. 50. Okay, I have enough. Yeah, let's do 50. And let's choose this red. Let's do the first 50 right here. Ooh. Nice. I love red and pink. For the life of me, I wouldn't be able to choose one color. Do you guys have a favorite color? For me, it depends the item and or type of clothing, whether I'm gonna go for red or pink. But that's Princess Savings. And this one also collects quite a bit of an amount. Okay, so I have 2 20s here. and then 10. Awesome. There's so many challenges to get through, but it's just so much fun. The next one is home savings, and I think we're in the home stretch actually. So home savings here is a nice one because it has large amounts as well as smaller amounts. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with this 5 here. Right there. Perfect. So I've stuffed 250, I've stuffed a 500 on this one too. A whole 500. But here for home savings today, I'm only gonna do $5. And hopefully this will give me enough for my sink my boat challenge that I'm saving here off to the side. Ooh, this one's kind of getting very stuffed. Halloween savings, I'm gonna go ahead and also stuff. And let's do this one. I like the color I chose last time. I don't know if it was this one. Plus $2. And because it's only $1, this one automatically goes all the way towards the end. And if I don't end up using these $2, I might just come back for that challenge. Okay, I have the sticker challenge. Okay, so let me do... Did I miss Race to the Top? Where is Race to the Top? Home savings, princess savings. I have a challenge here that it looks like I missed. Race to the Top. I don't know why I missed this particular challenge, but here's this challenge. And it looks like I'm going to hit a 5, which is 10 here. And I'm not going to finish this challenge until I have every single one colored in. Okay, well, at least I feel a little better that I completed this one. So $10, and it looks like there's nothing up here in front other than 10, so this one's easy to stuff. Okay, so now after home savings, Halloween, I have the sticker challenge. I have, I know, so let's do a 5 for the sticker challenge. Right here. The next one would be at 10. Can I do a 10 or should I do a 5? Let me go ahead and do a 5. So I'm gonna look for a 5. So 15. So here's a 5. And it's Cinderella time. Ooh. Okay, it's pretty. So this is the sticker challenge, and I have all of these to get through, but it's okay. In due time. In due time, we shall get there. So this collects a 5 here, and I'll go ahead for the sake of completion do okay, this one is for the 100 envelope savings challenge. And the way I'm doing it is I'm not stuffing the money in here, I'm stuffing the money there, but I'm keeping track through this tracker here. So I have $1. I'm gonna use $1 and I'm gonna go ahead and stuff this one right over here so that I have as much money as I possibly can for the very last challenge that I want. So that's this. And that's for here. It's $1, so I could just slip this in the back. And then the very last challenge before I get to sink my boat is this aerial challenge that I started. Or actually, no, I realized I have a black light. I have one more, but let's do this one. And I'll just do different colors. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff this last $1 in here. So 6. There you go. I'm happy I was able to use that dollar. So that is for this challenge that I have not labeled yet. I still have to do that. Rather. So that's it for this binder. The other challenge that I have, it comes in this little booklet, and I've been stuffing this page here that has a bunch of 20s, but I want to save my 20s because sometimes that Sink My Boat challenge can get really hefty with money. So I might do a 5 instead because I don't have any more ones left, which is okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go for this 5 and start this page and just unstuff when I've collected just this one page. I'll do this one the next time, but for the sake of having money left, I'm gonna go ahead and start this page and do a 5. Okay, so now I can start stuffing here my very first 5. Yay! So I don't have any more 1s or 5s, but that's okay because all I need are 20s and 10s. Now my goal is to not go over, so I don't have to do an IOU. But hopefully we won't have to get there. So let's do this. Okay. Ooh, I should count how much money I have. Let's do that. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Oof, I have a nice chunk of money. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Oh, if I don't finish this challenge, it's gonna be upsetting, but knowing me, I probably won't. So I need both dice for this one. Oh no. Wait, no. Because I need either 4, 3, or 1, 2. Wait, no, I did it. No, I'm right. 3, and then the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's taking me time to grasp the concept that I actually did it, because I've done this challenge a few times now, and when I'm down to the very last number, it takes me forever to finish it. It takes me quite a bit of times, and I run through the money so much. In fact, I'm just so aghast. I need to check again. So here's a 3 and then the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did it. We can finally unstuff this challenge. Oh my gosh. Let me take out, I have to stuff that 17 anyway, so let me go ahead and find where it is. Sink My Boat, right here. And this one's the one that had a few hundreds, I think. And by few, I mean like what, 2? Oh no, there's more than 2. See, I'm telling you, this one takes up a lot of my money. Okay, so with 17, I'm gonna go ahead and just stuff a 20. And whoa, finally, I am so excited. I can't believe it. This is literally cause for celebration. This is cause for celebration. I do have money left over, so let me actually stuff it in my vacation fund. I'm gonna stuff it here. I mean cruise fund, not vacation fund, cruise fund. Because this is the one that is next. And while I don't have $300 yet either, I think I do have 75, right? So then I would just need a 375. These are like the two big numbers. So where's cruise fund? I think that was one of the, right here. So 75, and I'm pretty sure I do have money. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start coloring it in. Let's do green. I haven't done, oh, I did do green here. It's okay. So that is the biggest amount, making sure, yes. So let's go ahead and do this one here. Oh, this is a different type of green than I thought, which is okay. All right, so next video is going to be an unstuffing, and I'm going to put that money in my long-term sinking funds. I have a few long-term sinking funds, but my main priority will be stuffing my vacation fund to help me get ready for my trip. So let's do 75. 20, 40, 60, and I could do 80, or I could do, yeah, let's do that, because then I would be using 2 10s, which is the same thing. So let's go ahead and stuff this in here for cruise fund, or I know, because how much money do I have left? 20, 40, 60, 80, plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, plus 60, for a total of 140. So if I subtract the 75 I just stuffed, I need a 65. So how can I get a 65? I could do, or do I have 5s in here? Oh, there's a 5 here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use all our money for this one. So now that I did 75, I can do $65 more here for cruise fund. Let's separate this before I get mixed up. And that should work out. So now I have to color for 65 more. And I can choose different colors. Let's do this one. So I have to be very practical about this. Let's do the 5, so -5. Is that my only 5? It looks like it was meant to be, because it is indeed, oh no, there's another 5 here. Okay, at least I spotted it out. You know what, I kind of want this to be this right here. It's like a neon, such a pretty color. Okay, so 5, and I'll use it again. So I could do a 50, which I am inclined to do, with a 10. Let's do this 50 here. Let me make sure I have this under here, because sometimes with the marker, the ink just goes through. Yay, I'm so excited. I'm so much more closer to the end goal, which is really, really nice. And then finally this 10, I could do the same color. All right. I'm so excited for that next video, because I'm not actually quite sure how much I've stuffed in that one challenge, and it looked like I had a few hundreds. But that's it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have an amazing and beautiful week. Bye, everyone.